I'm good, Chef Monken.
Ken, you want to get us started?
Yeah. Coach, congratulations. A remarkable win for you. The team had to come back. You were down 10-0, 13-0. You got a touchdown at the end of the first half. Maybe take us through that last sequence. It was so important that you got the touchdown at the end of the first half on the pass to Brady Anderson.
It was. We got down 13-0. When I looked up there, it was 10-0. And I thought to myself, I've been in this situation before. My last game at Georgia Southern, we got down 10-0 in the swamp to Florida. And we found a way. The guys didn't flinch that day. And I just sensed in our team today that they weren't going to flinch. They were here for a fight. And so when we got down 10-0, 13-0, and took over there at the end of the first half with an opportunity to get some points, I mean, that's the drive of the game. To get those points, it was so key. It's so critical for us to get those points before half. It just changed the game, in my opinion. And so it was a great call by Cody. A lot of talk about fourth downs, but it's what we do. We've got a go number, and we're gonna stand by it because it gives us the best chance to win. It's designed for us to win, not just to get points. And I know there's a lot of coaches that maybe don't buy into that. But for us, I think it's perfect. It fits us. And so great call. Cale just played so well. I mean, I can't say enough for Cale Helms. His effort tonight, his poise, his toughness, physical. He's just a competitor and a winner. It's just exactly what we recruited. We knew that when he was in high school. You could see the competitiveness in him. He was a winner, and I don't know. If there's such thing as a gamer, that's what he is. He gets in a game and that just makes points.
Coach, I've watched Cale Helms in practice for a couple of years. He always looks like he knows what he's doing. But today it seemed like he really elevated what we all saw in him. But he ran 41 times, 124 yards. It was actually more, but the last drive, and 2 touchdowns. And then, and just being able to lead a team in a situation like this, a big-time environment.
Well, he's confident, and you see him in practice. He always looks like he knows what he's doing. Sometimes he's probably faking it, but he does. He takes a lot of pride in his job. That's a guy that he's battled all the way through spring ball and preseason camp, and came out of camp and wasn't the starter. I know he wanted to be, but when you're in the opportunity to be the starter this week and to carry it 41 times, to take the pounding that he took, and he was still dishing it out. In the fourth quarter, he was still dishing it out. He took a shot coming toward our sideline, lowered his shoulder, got first down. That was about his 33rd carry of the game, and he's still dishing it out. So the guy's tough as nails.
Just got to ask you about the Noah Short option pass in the third quarter. Went for 52 yards and helped set up the score that gave you a 14-13 lead.
It's a big play. We worked on it this week, and Cody called it at the right time. It was really a perfect down and a perfect situation to call it. And Brady did a nice job of selling the crack block, and I saw the corner fall off, and I knew we were going to be able to hit it. So Noah threw a nice ball, and fortunately set us up to get another score, which was needed.
And Dawson Jones gets you a field goal. I know you would have liked to have a touchdown, and then you go for the onside kick. And tell us about it. You fooled TV. They thought the ball was going down the field.
Well, I'm really proud of Dawson. So he missed 2 kicks last week, including a left hash kick in overtime. And he stepped up. We needed that field goal. it's a left hash kick and he nailed it. That's a big kick in a big game. And so really proud of him. We weren't running an onside kick. We talked about it. But we decided we were going to go with a squib kick. And just, he's trying to drive it through there. And it hit one of their guys, ricocheted off, and it worked out. Sometimes things just work out. And it worked out in our favor. We were able to take that thing down and take the lead off of that drive. So it was, man, what a big play. And they had a big play to start the game. The kickoff return turned into 3 points. And then we had the kickoff return for a touchdown, which we got to figure that out and get that fixed. That's 10 points, setting up a scoring on special teams. So we were probably due for a play ourselves. That was the one we got, and it paid off.
And one quick question on defense. Cody Harris-Miller was out this week, and Jacob Tuioti played most of the game. How do you feel he did? It seemed like the whole defense was kind of chipping in on that.
They played their asses off, Ken. I'm proud of them. They played really, really hard. The guys up front, our linebackers, the guys in the secondary, we kept the ball in front of us. We had the one pass down the sideline on 4th down. That was a great throw and a great catch by 2 big-time players. And that quarterback they got, that kid is a damn good player. And the kid who caught that pass is a damn good player. And Jabril was right on him. He was right in his hip pocket. And it's a great throw and a great catch. But really, we didn't let the ball get over our heads and get behind us today. And it was really key. There were far fewer big plays against us this week than we had a week ago.
Thank you, Coach.
Go ahead, Dave.
I know you talked about your go chart, but 6 out of 7 on 4th down. Was that the plan, or did it worked out really well for you to go for it 7 times on 4th down and convert 6 of them?
Yeah, I mean, we're frankly just trying to get ourselves to a manageable 4th down position. We try to use 4 downs to get 10 yards. A lot of people think you only get 3 downs to get 10 yards. They give you 4. So we try to operate so that we get ourselves in a position where we can go forward on 4th down. And some of the 4th downs are a little bit longer than we like. We like to be 4th and 1. 4th and 2 is even a long play. We'll get some longer ones than that. We need them.
And then on the last play of the first half, how tempted were you to go settle for 3 points there? How important was it to go ahead and go for it? Because if you didn't get that, you're now down 13-0 at the half.
I was not tempted at all. We were going for it. We were already inside our number, so it was not even a question. We were going to go for it. Dale made a great throw on a boot pass. And so 3 points weren't going to help us. That wouldn't have changed the game. 7 points changed the game. And if we don't score that touchdown right there, we may not win the game.
Let's go ahead on Zoom. Joey Acano, go ahead.
Hey, Coach Monken, congratulations on the win. The offensive line struggled last week. We talked about it with Coach Worley during the week. And early on, seemed like they were struggling a little bit. Obviously, Kansas State had amazing linebackers and amazing guys all over the front 7. But they really seemed to kind of get their rhythm as the game went along and really seemed to start to open up some holes. Talk about their improvement and kind of their maturation over the past 2 weeks as a new unit. I mean, Brady and Paolo are back, but the other 3 guys are coming in too.
We'll talk a lot about Cale Helms and the game that he had today and his effort. But we won the game because of our offensive line. Those guys, the other 10 guys on offense, I mean, the receivers, the backs, the tight ends. But our offensive line really answered the bell. I mean, a week ago, felt like Tarleton kind of pushed us around. We weren't as physical as we needed to be. Frankly, in practice this week, we turned up the dial. And last Sunday we had a conversation as a staff, and want to get guys to the game and have them healthy and have our best players ready to go, but I didn't feel like we played physical enough. So I said, we're gonna practice more physical. We're gonna scoop and cut on the backside, and we're gonna get on the goal line, and we're gonna run our plays, and we're gonna risk guys getting hurt. We actually had one of our starting offensive linemen, I didn't think was gonna play tonight. He got banged up in practice, Paulo. And that son of a gun is tough as nails. And he didn't practice on Wednesday, practiced again yesterday. And man, I was really proud of it. And just that whole group, they were the difference in the football game. Cale Helms played his butt off, and he had some great hard runs, but it started with the guys up front.
Yeah, my follow-up and final question. Got to see Briggs Bartosh tonight for the first time, and I thought he brings a really good wiggle and kind of burst to your running game. Talk about what he adds to the offense, in your opinion.
Well, that's precisely what he is. He's just different, and he's got a burst that none of the other guys have. He's not as big and as developed yet as some of those other guys, but he's fast and he brings some different elements. So I was proud of him. He wasn't due to come on the trip until late in the week, and we started thinking about, if we get a B back hurt, we'll be down to two. Well, we were down to two as it was. Both Jake got hurt early, and Hayden Reed got hurt. Carson Smith didn't play a snap last week. He's in there. Briggs Bartosh has never played in a college football game. He's in there. And so, really proud of those guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Seth Mendelson.
Coach, congratulations on the win of the exciting game. My only question for you, I think everybody covered anything else, was yesterday what you coming off the field and you looked so relieved and so happy, overjoyed and relieved. How does this play? National TV audience, you remember the Oklahoma game, the Michigan game, where all you got so close and this time you got over the line. How does that play with you?
It's just a huge win, and I'm really, really proud of our team. I mean, I don't know when I've been more proud of an Army team than I was tonight, because we're down 13-0, and then we take the lead 14-13, and they return the thing for a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion. We're scrambling to get our defense out there. All of a sudden, they're up 21-14, and we didn't fold the tents. Our guys just kept fighting. There wasn't any body language on the sideline that would indicate that our guys didn't believe that they were going to win the game, or they were going to die trying, they were going to fight. And so to go through that adversity, have our backs to the wall, and then find a way to win, it's just awesome. And when after suffering the defeat last week and the dejected, sick feeling it's indescribable. I mean, it consumes competitors. It has consumed me all week. And to get that victory, there is some relief. It's just an emotional relief that, that though I'm still disappointed we lost last week, to see our team fight like they did, to see them overcome the adversity that they did tonight against a great football program, as well coached as any football program in the country. I think Chris Kleiman is one of the great college football coaches in the country. I've squared off against him before. Tremendous defensive coach. His teams are tough and physical, and that team was talented and long and big. And to win here against that team, coming off of what we did a week ago, it's joy and it's relief, and there's a lot of emotions for sure.
Thank you, Coach. Great game.
And lastly, Ken McMillan.
Congratulations on the win. They were talking on TV about how Kansas State was really gassed. You guys ran 43 offensive plays to their 4 over their first 27 minutes of the second half. But conversely, how did you guys manage to do it offensively?
I think our guys are well conditioned. They're tough. You know, you say what you want about talent and all that stuff. There are just some people who are tough. And our guys are tough. You gotta be tough to go to West Point. You gotta be tough to get through Beast Barracks and plebe year at West Point. You gotta be mentally tough. You gotta be tough to go out there after your freshman year, sleep out in the woods, and eat MREs. You know, there's other people that are sleeping in, you know, double beds and air conditioning and getting all the food they want. And, you know, our guys choose the road less traveled the hard way. And you know, they're not on NIL deals or anything like that. They're here because they have a commitment to serve, to be a part of West Point, to represent the men and women that make up our United States Army. And the men and women of the United States Army, they're tough. And they are who the American people rely on to go into the very difficult circumstances that those of us who don't serve will never go into, to defend the freedoms that we have, our American way of life. And if called upon, they're going to answer the call. And so our guys are tough. They're not going to quit. And they were tired. They were gassed too. And their team got gassed 42 plays. Our guys were in there for those 42 plays too. They were tired. But they wanted to win so bad. And they love each other so much. We're so committed to this brotherhood and each other that they were going to fight their way through it. And we found a way. It didn't guarantee victory, but it helped us get there tonight. And so I'm just really proud of them. Our strength staff, Connor Hughes and his staff, what they do to train and prepare our guys for the season, what they do each week. I mean, that has a lot to do with it too. And it's all a credit to our players.
And Jeff, last thing, what impressed you most about Kale tonight? His decision making or his actual execution?
His competitiveness. That was it. That son of a gun was going to find a way to win. And he, like everybody on our team, wants to be the starter at his position. And he got a chance to be the starter. What he did is he didn't force plays. He took care of the team. In fact, we had a post route that was open, and he said, I just didn't want to force it because I wasn't sure it was there. And it's very unselfish. Because, you know, kid wants to make a big play. He's on national TV. It's his first start of his career. He didn't do it. And we came back and he hit the boot route and threw the boot route on fourth down. Just a great competitor and really, really tough.
But he's making the right reads, yes?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he probably wasn't perfect. There was a couple times maybe he should have handed it off. A couple times he should have pulled it. But he did a good job. He was prepared. He was ready. Coach Worley does a great job coaching those guys. He was ready to go.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.